years old UK-based African lady is in serious trouble and she could be going to jail. Today's story is heart-touching. I'm sure the few ones among us will learn some lessons. This young lady, what happened to her could happen to anyone. I am sharing this story so that for her fees. She was working day and night to get money to pay her fees, no rest, working in care home and doing, on some occasions, working 2 jobs just to pay the fees. The girl managed to come out of university with distinction. She did very well. After she graduated, she applied for postgraduate work permit. The money to get money to the work permit was very, very tough. She struggled again. It was her roommate. She had 2 roommates. The roommates, they came together from their home country to come and study in the UK. So the roommate and her sister in Canada rallied round to pay the cost of the post-study work permit and the NHS subcharge. The lady was struggling after that to get a job. She applied for many jobs because she didn't have experience in the areas that she wanted to work. Initially, it was extremely challenging for her to get a job that she wanted. She finally, after several attempts, managed to get a very good job. She got this job and she was happy, thinking that everything was going very well for her. She met a guy online. This guy and this lady, they are from the same country. The lady was very, very happy that the guy is from the same country with her. She thought this was a serious relationship that could lead to marriage. Now, when you are in love, you do things out of love. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been taken advantage of, and their love has been exploited by some greedy and unscrupulous people. Listen to this story. I'm sure the wise ones among us will learn 1 or 2 lessons from what happened to this lady. Initially, the relationship between this lady and this gentleman was going very well. There wasn't any red flag at all. This gentleman told this lady that he works with Amazon. He works what they call fulfillment by Amazon. Now, for those who do not know, fulfillment by Amazon is when you buy things from Amazon. Amazon now put what your order, they put it out to an individual like yourself or myself, who will then now ship the item out to Amazon. That is what the guy told the girl he was doing. The girl didn't raise any flag. He said whenever she's struggling financially at the early days of the relationship, the guy would help her. She thought he was a perfect man. This was love made in heaven. After some time, this gentleman was spending more time at this lady's house. The girl didn't have any problem with the guy spending time with her house. The lady now noticed later that the guy is never at work. He tells this lady that, oh, because of my work, I don't need to do it. I'm self-employed. Whenever people order things on Amazon, I'll go and deliver. But the lady said at times the guy would pack things, said, I'm going to post office, to ship things to a client. And she believed the guy. She thought the guy was doing what he told her he was doing. But after some time, this guy was now spending a lot of time in the lady's house, more time in the lady's house than he was spending in his house. The lady didn't raise any flag. She thought it was good. This is a serious relationship. They had been dating at that time for more than 7 months. So she thought it was a good relationship. Hopefully it's not going to be long before the guy popped the big question of, will you marry me? Not knowing that this guy is not what she thought the guy was doing. So this girl, she noticed that when she finally got a job, the job that she was doing requires her to go to the office 3 days a week and work from home. And that was later changed to the girl was now spending 3 days at home, 2 days in the office. Whenever she is at home, that is when the guy normally asks her to sign for items that he has ordered. This guy started signing for items. Meanwhile, the two roommates that she have, one of the roommates' brother came to visit them, and he saw a lot of deliveries, different names. And he said to the sister, said, why are you signing for this thing? The sister said, well, it's my friend's boyfriend passed away. We just asked us to sign. I'm just signing for it. The brother has lived in the UK, has lived inside London for a long time. He has seen a lot of things and heard a lot of stories. He did not find what the sister said. It didn't add up to him. And he said to the sister, look, from today, don't ever sign any item for this guy. If the guy wants to sign, order anything, make sure he's the one signing. So the girl stopped signing. She called her friend who is dating this gentleman and said, look, my brother has told me to stop signing things for this guy, that he doesn't believe, that it suspect that something is not adding up in what this guy was telling us. The girl said her friend is jealous of her relationship, that this guy is a perfect gentleman, that there's nothing wrong with him. He's working, doing his Amazon work, and she doesn't have any concern about anything. The girl now told the girl's sister in Canada to say, look, my brother, look at what is happening. I had this conversation with your sister. Your sister is telling me that she will continue to sign. But my brother, who has lived in the UK for more than 20 years, has told me that by signing things for this guy, if anything happens, I would be the one that will be in trouble because I've signed it. So my brother told me that it's not possible for this guy to be ordering this amount of things that he's ordering. I've not stopped signing things for this girl, for this guy. The girl's sister now called this guy, the girl's sister that sponsored her education, now called this girl from Canada and said, look, this is what your friend had reported to me. I want you to stop signing. This guy is spending too much time in your house. To stop signing things on behalf of this guy. The girl said to the sister, the boyfriend is a perfect guy. She trusts this guy. This guy will never hurt a fly. Before you know it, the girl became pregnant. Meanwhile, throughout this relationship, this girl doesn't know this guy's family. He's never met anybody that is his family. He's never met his close friend. He only met one or two friends that he said they are his friends, but these are friends that, according to the girl, she now revealed later that she only found out later that the two friends whom this gentleman introduced to her, they are part of the same network. Listen, if you know anyone who lives in the Western world, please kindly share this video with them. This lady is going to jail as we speak for what she doesn't know, because she has done things out of love, signing parcels for this guy. Make sure you leave your comment. Do you think this girl is gullible? Do you think it was love that made her not to think correctly? I want to know what your views are about the issues that we're talking about today. This girl now fell pregnant. She started saying to the guy, where is this relationship leading to? The guy said, it's fine. I'm around. I'm going to marry you. The girl said the guy is not selfish when it comes to money. The guy called the girl's mom in their home country and said, your daughter is pregnant. I want her to keep the baby. I'm going to be in your daughter's life forever. The mom said, no problem. Meanwhile, her friends have stopped talking to this girl because of this thing. This girl, as she said, one day she was at home, they delivered different items, but she now noticed that some of the items that she was signing, which she said she did never take proper look at before, they have different names, not the guy's name. That was when the girl started suspecting, but out of love, she kept quiet. She didn't say much. Not knowing that this guy has been using her house address and her signature to commit something. Listen to this story. The wise ones among us will learn lesson. I'm sure you know somebody who lives in a house that they are sharing a house with somebody, because it's very, very easy for you to say, oh, my housemate is not at home today. Let me quickly sign this item for my housemate because they are not at home. Or your housemate asks you, oh, please, I'm expecting a parcel. I'm not at home. Sign. If you sign any parcel and it ends up that the person is involved in any shady deals, you that sign, you are culpable, because by signing there, you've admitted liability from that item. That is what your signature means. That is why you're putting your signature on the item. This girl, what she didn't know is that this gentleman, the police have been monitoring him. She didn't know.